My phone's just playing some music. Oh,
yeah.
What is happening? Yeah. Welcome to the show.
God.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome
This is the show.
To Techno Brain Candy, episode 950.
Ooh.
We're getting there.
We are getting closer to episode 1000, and if you've been a long-time listener, then you know episode 1000 is when we're planning on having a watch party for Interstellar. I have had multiple people slide into my DMs recently saying that they've seen Interstellar and it lived up to the hype, and they said now they are excited to join me in the campaign to get Susie to watch Interstellar.
I would say for the last maybe 5 years, I have been in agreement that I should watch this movie. Right. It's not as if I'm resistant. It's just that I'm committed to the bit.
I know, and I love that about you.
But if we get to episode 1000, God willing, which should be 6 months from now, I will be watching that film and my life will be forever changed.
Yes. Oh, it will be. Okay, well, we'll just see.
We'll see.
I love a good I told you so. Nobody loves a I told you so like your girl Sarah.
I will, but to be fair, it's not as if I ever said like it's probably horrible.
Right.
I was always like, oh, okay, but then it just never happened.
More like I told you so that it will be life-changing and amazing for you. Yeah. I guess you agree with me on all of that. It was more fun when there was some resistance. You know,
well, I
pretend like I'm like the only one who likes it. Meanwhile, it's been like re-released in theaters because they understand like film. The cinematic majesty. That's a hard thing to say 10 times fast or even once.
And there is part of me that's like, how good could it be? Like, can it live
But I
up
say
to
that
the
about the documentaries that sometimes you talk about, and we're like, Sarah, no, you need to watch this. And guess what? You're always right.
Thank you.
You sure
Not
are.
always, but
yeah.
I mean, I do feel like I've developed a sense for like,
you know what I like.
Watch it.
Right.
Okay. Well, I have one for today, but before I get into it, how are you? What's new? Do you have a story?
Do I have a good story? Oh, yes. I meant to talk about this. Well, actually, I couldn't have talked about this last time. We haven't even had a recording since then. It just feels like it's been a million years since I've talked to you. Because last time we were talking was at our live Q&A, and I had to hightail it out of there.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was heading to gay line dancing.
I mean.
Susie.
Yes.
I did not know how much I was going to love it.
Oh. Yes.
If you take something that I just am like kind of like even don't really like, but you make
really
it gay.
Not even into country music.
Nope, not one. Not
You've
really.
Always kind of judged me about that.
I know. You make it gay, and I'm like, I'm in. Now I'm gonna listen to every single country song, and I'm gonna be like, what is this guy gay? Listening to country music?
Yes.
That's what I feel like. I'm like, everybody who listens to country music is gay now because it was so much fun. I recommend. Anybody who wants to learn how to dance, anybody who wants to find community, anybody who feels like they want to have fun or feel accepted in a group. I was so nervous going, and I thought this is going to be a thing where like everybody knows what they're doing. And then the worst thing happened. I dressed the part, but I was terrible.
Oh no, you had boots or something?
Yeah, I had really cute boots on, jean shorts, plaid,
cute.
Oh, I was looking so cute. And like if I came out there and knew what I was doing, I would have been like
it would have been too much. You know what I mean?
You know,
like it would have been like cruel almost.
I was not. It was like, good. You want
like,
her to don't worry. You know, it was very humbling. But I was there thinking, you know, and if you get there at 6, they have the instructor.
The tutorial.
Yes, the tutorial. And then all of the pros arrive at 7.
And by pros, you mean like the regulars?
The regulars.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh my God, Suze. I want you to come with me so bad.
It's my pleasure.
The most fun. Okay, so then you do the tutorial and the guy teaching is so good. And he's saying all the names of the moves. I don't know what any of these are. I'm not good in a dance class And I think it has to do with me being a lefty. I start with the wrong foot every single freaking time. And I'm only good if I'm mirroring them.
I can see that.
If they're standing right in front of me and we're doing a mirror, got it. But most of the time, they stand in the same direction.
That's right.
And I'm not good at that.
That is like discrimination for you guys.
It feels like that. Thank you,
It
Susie.
is. Yeah.
So then I was like, oh gosh. And we missed the first like 10 minutes of the instruction. And if you miss the beginning, you like don't know when to jump in. So I was like, okay, this is overwhelming. I'm just going to stand to the side and watch. And then the regulars arrive and they start doing all the songs that all have like the dance routines and everything to them. And there are ones, and it's line dancing and two-stepping. And two-stepping is
fucking love two-stepping.
Now two-stepping, I'm pretty good at.
Well, yeah.
Because that's pretty easy. That's just counting.
Yeah, but
that's like
that. You got that.
one, one, one and one, two and one and a one, two and one and a one. I could do that. And and I could waltz, and so I could do I could, and my girlfriend and I went to a dance class, like a couples dance class a while back. And so we had like the basic steps. We're like, oh, okay, we remember this. And luckily, a couple of her friends were there who were amazing dancers. So good. Knew every single everything. And it was a couple. I assume they were a couple, and they would split up and just dance with everybody who needed help.
Generous,
and every single person on the floor was generous. Then this other woman came up to us and was like, you guys are making it more complicated. Here, let me show you how to do it like this. And then she goes, no, get out there, go do it. And they'll like push out on the dance floor and are really encouraging. And when there's a line dance that's simple and they like think, okay, a beginner, they'll like call you out and be like, come on, you can do this one.
That.
It was so fun. And I got over that feeling. I had that feeling of embarrassment. Like it makes me want to cry right now, because you know that feeling where you're like, I can't do this. This is, I suck. Everybody's looking at me. I'm really embarrassed. And then when I get like that, I get this overwhelming wave of emotion where I'm like, I just want to cry.
Yes.
And I'm a grown ass woman. And I am like, I want to cry right now. And then I just stuck it out, because I kind of remembered what you were saying when you had that experience with the guy that was negative, and you said, but it was all worth it because of connection and community, and you wouldn't do anything different. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to stick it out here and we can do hard things. And that feeling went past. And once it passed, I was like, oh, like through the tunnel, And then I was okay. And I had so much fun. So shout out to Charlie's in Denver. Thursday night line dancing. I will be there. I will be rushing out of that live anytime I can to go line dancing, because now I want to practice all the dancing. And the first one I'm going to learn is the Footloose dance. And they do the actual Footloose dance from the movie.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's a lot of arms.
And the next day, I was super sore in my calves and in a bunch of great places, and my feet were sore. And I'm like, wait a sec, this is all my same muscles that hurt the first week of snowboarding hurt. And I was like, I think this might actually be really good, get my feet in shape for the snowboard season and a good workout, and gear me up for my year of dancing, which will be next year.
That's so awesome.
So highly recommend. So much fun. And all.
What type of songs were they playing?
They were playing good old country. They were playing new stuff. They were playing more, everything had a country remix to it, and they had a DJ there. So the DJ was like mixing songs,
country dance.
But there were, and it's funny because my Spotify definitely knows what I want and what I like. And you can tell the algorithm caters to, whoever's the user of the app, because as algorithms do. Because when I type in line dancing, all the playlists they think I mean black line dancing. They think I mean all the hip hop songs. They think I mean that's a totally different style of line dancing. And I mean,
Like Old Country Road and stuff?
No, I mean like the Cupid Shuffle
Oh,
and yeah.
That's so funny.
Harlem Shake and like that kind of stuff.
Got it. Yeah. Yes. Okay, great. Well, wow. I would love to go with you sometime.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I loved it and I didn't think I would. And so, yeah, try new things, I guess, is the moral of my long story.
I know a new thing you should try, and that's Honeylove.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's not really new for us. We've been
Not new for
preaching
us.
this for years.
New to you, though, baby. If you haven't tried it yet, you oughta.
I have gone on so many, well, it's the same thing that you do with the gym. You know how you have your routine and you like wear the pants every single time?
Yes, I do.
The bra that crossover, what do they call it?
Yes,
it's so good.
bra.
The crossover bra. I have now learned that maybe because of gravity, even these tiny boobies need some support when I'm hiking and when I'm running up and down those hills. And but I want something like if I bring a cheapy whatever, like even just like bralette on my camping trips, it's like gross after a few hours. This one I wear from the whole 3 days and it's nice and wonderful. You know what I mean? Like I could wear it.
It's almost like it's made for that because it's like, you know, it can
higher
handle
quality
a lot.
clothes are like that. I found like when
Yeah.
clothes are high quality, you don't need to be washing because the material is better. It's not all it's good stuff
Yeah, it's
and
like
they
moisture
hold their
wicking,
shape.
too.
Yes, it's moisture wicking and the pads stay really nice and they stay in place and it gives me the good support. I'm a big fan. So that is my one. So now I have my routine and I just throw that in the bag and it's
you're
all I
set.
need and it's great for
How
all the
great is
activities I
that?
do.
They have shapewear, they have tanks, leggings, bras, and it's all comfortable, high quality, flattering, and you can treat yourself to the most comfortable and innovative bras on earth and save 20% off site-wide at honeylove.com/braincandy. Use our exclusive link to get 20% off, honeylove.com/braincandy. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show. Tell them we sent you. Experience the new standard in bras with Honeylove.
Yes.
All right. Well, I hope I get to go with you sometime to line dancing.
Yeah.
And now we got to dive in. I don't have any fun stories, no cats in the toilet or anything.
Oh.
I know.
Is that a thing?
It's a good and bad.
sometimes.
over
Oh
here.
yeah, I remember that.
Is that, yeah, unfortunately it is.
Yes,
a thing.
that is a thing, right?
All right. First up, this was the documentary that I alluded to earlier. I feel like this is brain candy material. The Lilith Fair doc.
So good.
Hello.
So good. I watched it twice
So I knew it. I knew it.
because the songs were so good.
Fuck.
And I forgot how much. Man, that was a really, really good era for music. There's so much I want to talk about. I almost feel like that's another one that would be a great brain candy, like Unwrapped. I want to talk with like everybody about that, especially because it felt so nostalgic and
Yeah, what made you watch it twice? Like, what was it that was so comforting or alluring about it that you were like, I got to see that again?
the first time I watched it, I
mean, it was
put
just
it
out
on
like 2 days ago.
I know. And I watched it back to back 2 times in a row. The first time I watched, because I knew we were going to talk about it. I knew it would be great brain candy material. And the first time I watched it through, I was just like picking up pieces of it here and there. Like I had it on, but like as I was doing work and then like going in and out. And what I found so interesting and like not really watching it while I was paying attention was that it hit so many different like genres or categories, or there was so much to talk about. There was the feminist, what was happening in feminism. There was what was happening, or like, and politically, there was what was happening in music. There was what was happening on the radio with women and at concerts on like with female headliners and how like the ticketing industry worked. Then It felt like they kind of started that whole like festival-y, like we have little booths there creating this little like I don't know, village. There were, and then I liked how they incorporated women from different genres. I think that was something that was kind of unheard of for it to be such a crossover event. And then when they tied in, the Woodstock stuff, and I just think every time I looked up and I engaged with the documentary, I was moved and found myself rewinding it so much to rewatch parts that I said, fuck it, I'm going to watch the whole thing over and actually pay attention.
What was your perception of it when it was actually happening? You were young. So what were you thinking when Lilith Fair existed?
Well, this was at a time when my mom was really involved in the film industry, and she made music video, like she was the wardrobe stylist in music videos. So it felt like we were living in around Los Angeles, and that was kind of like the scene that my parents hung out in, and there were a lot of lesbians that my mom hung out with her, like in the film industry. I can remember people that she worked with where we would go to these parties. And so I remember people talking about it. And I remember it being a thing where in my mind, it was just, this is where all the lesbians went. Mm-hmm. That's how I remember it. But I do also remember the jokes that were made about it. And I thought that was a really interesting part where Sandra Bernhardt talks about the way that she kind of I don't know, poo-pooed him or
she was quite dismissive of the singer-songwriter genre, like the waifish acoustic guitar playing, jewel type gal. Yeah. But on the other hand, whenever they played the clip of her making her joke, I didn't find it offensive. I thought it was a funny bit because she was saying give me that big-titted, loud rock and roll bitch. And I'm like, I kind of like that too. Like, I don't think she was as awful as they wanted to paint it.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think like Saturday Night Live did some show. They definitely, it felt like how I was experiencing it was through how it was reflected in culture. Yeah. And that made it
too feminine, too soft, too gentle.
But I didn't see anything wrong with that. Yeah. That was my like it wasn't a negative thing. It was just
they wanted to imbue,
and I listened to a lot of that music.
Of course. Their music is great. And of course the male-centric media and audience is going to want to act like it's deficient in some way. Right. When really it was just not for you. Right. And they take offense to that. Right. Anything that is not for them is lame.
Right. But it was so not lame. It was so freaking cool. And the location. I didn't know that there were so many different concerts, like that it went on for so long.
Yeah, right. Because it was 3 summers. So there were tours each year. Yeah. And the lineup would change.
And the people who played there, oh my gosh. I mean, now are amazing artists. It felt like everybody who is who was a talented female singer-songwriter or even just performer in the 90s and then even 2000s was on that bill and or even got there's Dido and India Arie. And
what did you think of the contrast with Woodstock 99?
Oh my God.
Because
I wish they talked about it more. Yeah. I would have loved another whole segment on that, especially when Sheryl Crow went over there. Yeah. And left the tour to go
because even
and then she was like,
conference,
fuck this, I'm out. They were terrible to her.
they were terrible to her. And when they asked her about it in the press conference after, and she was like, I hope it's not a sign of the times or of young people. And it's like, young people or men?
Right. Because
young people are at Lilith Fair, bitch.
Yes, correct.
Let's not lump us all together.
And it is so beautiful. I couldn't help but think the whole time, this is what happens when you put women in charge.
Yes, it is.
It was so beautiful when the women were breastfeeding and had their babies on stage. Oh my gosh, when Erykah Badu has her freaking baby on stage, I'm like...
Right. And then the audience is women and gay men and allies. And then you contrast that with the Kid Rock Brigade and the Limp Bizkit Brigade.
Oh my God.
Setting shit on fire for no fucking reason, you white fools.
Literally setting shit on fire.
Literally.
Yeah. And then having a fucking mud fight with it. That is so... Oh my God, it's so crazy when you put those two next to each other. I can't believe, I'm sure somebody online has had to make a montage of like side by side split screen of those two.
Right.
How are we not seeing this? How are
people see it, but the problem is that we're looking at it through a lens that gives more value to aggression. And so, yes, we see that this is mayhem and this is order and this is gentle and this is aggressive. They want that.
Right.
They think that shows strength rather than fucking lunacy.
Dude, it's so backwards. Men and women are different. I'm sorry.
I know, Sarah, and I am really upset about the fact that
your unfortunate situation of being straight.
I didn't do anything to deserve.
I know.
My attraction, okay?
I'm sorry.
That's how I know you cannot change your sexuality because believe me,
you could not pay me. There is no situation in which I would trade in.
You hung in there really a long time. And I'm really glad that you've seen the light.
Oh my God. And it is glorious to have all your needs not only met but anticipated. Oh,
I'll tell you what else is glorious and anticipates your needs, and that is BetterHelp. And BetterHelp is
absolutely it does.
A sponsor of the Brain Candy podcast.
Yes,
and they are able to anticipate your needs because guess what? It's licensed, certified therapists on the go, ready for you. What are your problems? They got you covered.
On the go. I'm telling you, when I'm in such a great place now, shout out to Sherry, but when I was like, I can remember my therapist got me through after my surgery. When I can remember.
I remember that too.
And the best part why I love BetterHelp so much, which is so unique, is that I was able to message them and like journal and write stuff in the same portal where my therapist could see it without like disturbing her in the middle of the night. And I could share my thoughts. I felt heard, and it felt like having support at a time where I really needed that. And so, yeah, shout out to BetterHelp.
Shout out to BetterHelp. Shout out to Sherry. And they have like a therapist match commitment. So like you answer a questionnaire, so they're likely to find the right match for you. But if they don't, I swapped
one time.
You can swap.
Yeah.
And your needs might change.
Yeah.
And you might think, I need someone who focuses on this other thing. And October 10th is World Mental Health Day.
Very important.
Thank you, therapists. My God. I don't know how you guys are hanging in there.
Well, you know.
God bless you.
We're taking our own advice, hopefully.
I hope so, too, because we all need it, even therapists. And this World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who've helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help you start that journey. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/braincandy. That's betterhelp, HELP.com/braincandy. And I wasn't clear because I didn't actually say it. You can have your sessions via phone wherever you are. You don't have to go anywhere. It's all handy dandy. So do it.
Oh, telehealth is the best.
The best. That's one like silver lining of the pandemic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So grateful for that.
I recommend the Lilith Fair doc. It is very soothing. It's very fun to walk down memory lane if you're a 90s gal like me.
Fucking loved it.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Nuns on the Run.
Say
Did
more.
you read about the nuns who were in a retirement home and then hated it with all their heart and broke out and went back to the convent?
Oh. Ooh.
Like, they weren't allowed.
I love this. This is very Sister Act. This is Sister Act. This is like the sequel. This is the come on. What?
Well, okay, so in...
Sister Act, Return to the Convent.
Right. Subtitle, Return to the Convent.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Where's Whoopi Goldberg when you need her?
Okay, this was in Austria, and these gals lived in a convent and were serving the Lord, but evidently the Catholic Church has a rule that a convent can only be maintained if a minimum of 6 sisters reside there. But for the last 20 years, it's only been these 3 hookers.
Oh my God, they need more. This is where okay.
Well, we got a series of problems here.
Uh-oh.
I mean, who's going to fill the seats? I mean,
Well, here's what we do.
nobody's lining up.
Remember how a few episodes ago we talked about the women who were starting their little communities or they're living together?
Oh, yeah.
And why don't we all just pretend that... I feel like this is how like Handmaid's Tale starts, sort of, or like how we get
Where you're
there
like,
eventually.
Yeah, we're Catholic.
Yeah, I can wear... And wouldn't you love to like not worry about what you were going to wear? Like I could wear that every day, no problem. I've seen them playing basketball
You're
and
like, I
jumping
love a
rope
uniform.
in there. Yeah, I do love a uniform, you know? And so yeah, why don't we just like take the gals who are like, I want to live with only women and put them over in the castles, which I'm sure they're living in.
Well, that's what's annoying about this.
I wouldn't want to leave either. I feel like I've toured some of those, you know.
Yeah, part
convents
of
and-
what gets to me about this, though, is that the people enforcing this rule are like the same people that were like shuffling around priests that were abusers and stuff. It's like, oh, you're a real stickler for the rules.
Right,
Okay.
right, exactly. What is this? What's the harm?
So
Yeah,
they
why can't
were-
you have less than 6?
The Catholic Church argues that these nuns agreed to go to the retirement community. They dispute that.
Under false pretenses.
They
Yeah.
So they end up-
Coerced.
they
I'm on
they
the side of the
end up
nuns.
in this retirement community that is co-ed, which I'm sure
they hate
didn't
that.
love to begin with, and they hated it from the moment they got there, and they were like pissed. And so there was like a class reunion for all their students, because you know how they teach all these nuns, you know. And there was a class reunion, and all these students were like, yeah, they fucking hate it. They don't want to stay at this retirement community. What are we going to do? I feel so bad. And they're like, well, we have no choice. We got to break them out of this
Yes.
retirement community.
Oh my
So it
God, this
becomes
is
like a heist.
absolutely a script for a Sister Act reel. It's the kids who they taught.
Yes.
It writes itself, for fuck's sake. Okay.
Okay,
Go
so
on.
they seriously, like they created this, they coordinated a whole escape, and they even, they supposedly took a vow of silence, but 2 of the sisters like leaked the info. And so the press came and they were covering the whole exit, and they went back to their convent, which was now dilapidated. It doesn't have electricity, no water. There's a fucking stair thing that they ride to go up to the top floor has been removed.
They're people mover. Yeah.
And but they don't care. They're like, fuck, we're here.
Right.
And then like people are volunteering, bringing the food, whatever.
What was that show? Like they saw one episode of Yellow Jackets and we're like, we can do this.
Yeah.
We got this, ladies.
survivalists.
Yes, we can survive.
Yes. So anyway, they are back in this convent and relying on the goodwill of parishioners. But on one hand, I am very supportive in the sense that like they shouldn't have to go to a retirement community if they don't want to. And if they want to stay in the convent and be supported by the church that they served, I think they should be allowed to do that.
Yeah, that feels like fair trade.
However,
Your life and, eternal soul for food and lodging.
yeah, I mean, if you don't want to go there, you shouldn't have to go there. On the other hand, I do feel a sense of like you're big babies that like when we read, for example, like Holocaust survivor memoirs or whatever, or like, some of my favorite books are by people in like the clergy who describe a life dedicated to service and sacrifice.
Oh, right.
That sometimes includes being uncomfortable. And you made a commitment to this church that has dumb rules.
Also, fair point.
And they applied those dumb rules to you and you didn't like it. And so you lied. They lied to the police. They were like, what? We didn't break in. And the police were like, okay, and left. I
got to give it to them. Yeah.
Kind of getting fast and loose with the old law.
Yeah, I'm Team Nun. I say
Really?
stick it to
Team
them.
Nun.
Yeah. I just imagine at the first comment of some guy with dementia who says something about what you got under that habit or something like that, I'd be like, fuck this. I'm out of here. I'm done. And I'd be escaping in Sound of Music style through the hills.
Well, so far they are still, in the convent, like quote unquote illegally, and the Catholic Church is not commenting. So they like to keep things, internal. Mm-hmm. They're not real big
Just
on
send
commenting
them 3
to the New York
more.
Times,
There's got to be 3 more nuns somewhere that are like getting up
they're
there.
running low on nuns, but yeah,
They got none.
they're getting a lot of.
That was dumb. That was terrible. That was low. That was one of my worst, but I'll take it.
They're getting a lot of press, and I got to tell you, I think they like it a little bit.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
I just picture them as the ones, that picture of the nuns where they're all like covered around smoke, like lighting their cigarettes. It's like a famous photo. I love that. Yeah.
All right. Next up, tell you who we're pissed at.
Oh, I love this. Who?
Publishers Clearinghouse.
Yeah, I feel like sounds about right. What are they doing? Are they like not fulfilling their obligations on prizes that they owe people? I can see that for them. Dude, it's like I can guess.
Yeah.
That seems on brand for them.
It's like those like gargantuan checks were red flag.
Yeah.
Ed McMahon.
Tell me more.
Ed's probably rolling over in his grave because here's what happened. Publishers Clearinghouse, I don't know what it was about the pandemic, but something about the pandemic really affected their business model, what was their business model? I don't know. But whatever it was that made them make money.
Okay.
It must have been books.
No, it's the magazine subscriptions. So do you think when the magazines went digital, they lost the ability to...
You think it was only the publishing of magazines?
Because Publishers Clearinghouse, it felt like their whole thing was pick which magazines you want.
Maybe it was, I don't know if it was all print media or whatever, but the pandemic wreaked havoc on Publishers Clearinghouse. So they couldn't stay above water and they filed for bankruptcy, and then they got purchased by, another company bought them out or whatever.
Mergers and acquisitions or whatever.
That's right.
Kind of stuff is.
They were acquired.
Yeah.
And this guy, for example, this like 61-year-old guy who had won in 2012, he had won $5,000 for life, $5,000 a week for life.
Which is the best one.
Which sounds like fucking.
That's what you want. Take that one.
$5,000 a week for life. And ever since he won, he's been living high on the hog.
Yeah.
And he really should have took the lump sum.
Yeah, they always say that.
But he didn't. He probably was trying to be discerning. He was trying to be measured.
They say that for this specific reason.
Right. There's no guarantees, my God.
Right.
So every year he would get a check for like fucking $300,000 or something.
Oh my God, what a lucky son of a
And
gun.
this year it just didn't come. And there was no forewarning. There was no like, hey, by the way,
Dude,
we went
that
bankrupt.
would be really hard because you've set your life up for that.
That's right.
Dude, and I guarantee you in the fine print, it says
Yes.
this is not guaranteed. So he has absolutely no legal standing.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. Okay,
Yes.
take the lump sum. Always take the lump sum.
But he didn't. So then this check didn't come this year. And he was like, what happened? And they were like, sorry, you're not getting your money anymore. And he was like, well, I better sell my jet ski. And
I
dumbass.
fucking knew he had it. I was like, I can picture this guy. This guy is the one who has like the lifted truck that's crazy. And you're like, who has that
you
truck?
are exactly right. It's
And
a
has-
jet ski and a truck.
It is. I can see it, and he tows it, and he goes
is
to the
crazy.
river, like the lake. And he's got like a house
He's
that's
an
on the lake,
outdoorsman.
but just where his jet skis go. And I can totally see this guy, and like a really, the houses that are huge and really gaudy, but they're like, he went in one of two directions. It's either way more empty than it should be, or it's
Right.
filled with such specific stuff. You're like, this house will be unsellable again, where he's like customized one
God.
room to be the Star
Ew.
Wars room or something.
Right.
For
It's going to be like
sure.
a Zillow nightmare.
Yes. And I love those Instagram accounts where it's just like
yeah.
Zillow, like nightmares, where it's like, who lives here? And then sometimes they're like fucking sex dungeons and weird shit. I love those accounts. Yeah. Okay. So tell me more.
Anyway, so basically the money stopped coming and he was like, what the devil happened? And then that's the end. I mean, he's just not getting any money anymore. And that
Sorry about it.
whoever acquired Publishers Clearinghouse was like, yeah, we're not paying any of those old winners. So bye.
He's probably not the only one.
Right. And so Ed McMahon, fuck you. Fuck
So
that
are they
guy.
still doing that prize thing or what?
I wonder. They must be because there are new winners. It must be scaled down.
Yeah.
How about 10 grand total?
The
We would
checks
still
are
be
getting
happy about
smaller. Now they're just medium
There's
sized.
tiny, like business card size checks.
That's funny.
I'll tell you what is not small, and that is the length of my hair. Thanks
Oh,
to
yes.
Nutrafol.
Or the amount of it on your head. Yes. Less shedding. We love this.
Yeah, so much hair. It's like more hair than I even know what to do with because Nutrafol is crushing it. It is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand, trusted by over 1.5 million people. The reason they trust it is because it freaking works. It's science. And if you're somebody who worries about the way your hair is looking, maybe you think it looks thinner or it's shedding too much or whatevs, you can take this supplement and
Yes.
you will be happy as a clam because
Fixing the problem from the inside out.
that's right.
Yeah.
And it is a big problem. Like when you have hair that is in the garbage, as mine was,
Yeah.
you're starting from scratch. It's going to take a while. So we're going to expedite this. See thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding in 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter promo code BRAINCANDY. Find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code BRAINCANDY. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code BRAINCANDY.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Publishers Clearinghouse.
Yeah, that sucks.
It does.
What jerks?
All right.
But like, I can picture the guy in my head, and I'm like, you're,
The winner,
yeah.
and you're like, I hate him.
I do. I don't know why. He's done absolutely nothing to me, and I don't even know who this man is.
Well, I'm sure he'll be okay. He'll land on his feet.
Yeah.
Did you happen to... Oh, this is like just like a debate for funsies. First of all, did you see it was like a viral video of this guy at a golf thing in the stands, and a player offers his hat to the child. The child has the hat, and then a man takes it out of the child's hands and just keeps the hat.
No.
Yes.
The fucking dick.
Fucking dick. Who's doing that, you weirdo?
Him and the baseball Karen should get
baseball
together.
Karen's up next. So I'm sure you've all seen it, but there was a clip where a baseball, foul ball, home run, whatever, goes up into the stands. A man gets to it first, takes it over to a child, I assume is his own, gives it to his child, and then this fucking piece of shit lady comes over in a rage and is furious that she wasn't fast enough to get it. I don't get it.
She didn't have her hands on it. She didn't do it.
No, she didn't.
She's just a bitch.
She's just a weirdo.
Has she said anything to defend herself?
Not that I've heard.
Not that I've heard either, which makes me think that it's indefensible, which then tells me this is 100% about entitlement. This has
100%, like
what
white
this
lady shit.
Was her, in her mind, she had already declared herself the winner or the owner of that in the same way that guy did at the golf thing.
Yeah.
And so those other people were standing in the way
of their fantasy.
Yes. And that kind of selfishness and ego mania or whatever.
Yeah, self-centeredness.
Is really gross.
Yeah, because to me it's obvious. This lady's unhinged. Fuck you.
Her haircut said everything I needed to know about her.
This guy got to it first. He gave it to his kid. The end of the story. What I've also found interesting, however, Sarah, is that our mutual friend and who we love, Trishelle, posted on her story that clip and then said, I think she really knew she was making a hot take, but at the same time she was like really going for it, which was she felt like, why are we giving all these balls to kids? That kids are coddled, and that when I was a kid, if I got that ball, I would be forced to give it to the older person out of respect. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That, I don't understand that. Can somebody who grew up in the South explain that to me? Is that geographical? Is that cultural? What is that?
It's dumb.
If you can't understand why we give a thing that has actually no value except what you've placed on it emotionally.
Yes, experientially.
If you don't understand that there's
It's
more value in
child.
creating that for a child than it is for you, who has all the things, Trishelle, I'm sorry. That's silly to me.
What are you talking about?
What are we doing here?
Furthermore, she didn't even get to it first.
No, that is, if it were like a fight for it or something, and then he gave it to the kid, I get, but that is not the situation. And then the worst was her getting up in his face. I want to know what that interaction was.
Doing?
I want to know what that guy said she said to him.
If any grown-ass adult cares that much about a foul ball, you need to see a physician.
Yeah.
Because that's deranged.
Okay, it said she confronted him, insisting the ball was hers.
Based on what? It not being in your hands, you dumb bitch?
Yeah. After she yelled and aggressively gesticulated, they took the ball. Yeah.
Gesticulated.
Okay, fellow later explained that he gave the woman the ball to end the public conflict to make her go away. That he later
gave it
used
to
the
her?
incident as a teaching moment for his children.
I didn't even know he gave it to her. That's fucked up.
Oh, yeah, he gave the ball to her. Yeah. It doesn't say
what did
anything
she do when he
about...
gave it to her? Was she happy?
That's
Did
the
she
stuff...
give him a hug?
That's the stuff I want to know. I want to know the follow-up. Come on.
I mean, I didn't even know that part. He shouldn't have given it to her because teaching mom for your kids, that's not a teaching moment. That teaches them to kowtow to morons.
Right. Absolutely.
And that fucking loser.
And he was so nice. He said, please don't do anything to that lady. Leave it alone. You know, somebody knows her, can talk to her. That's different. But God, I don't want people breaking into their house and stuff like that. The internet already messed her up pretty good.
Not enough.
Yeah.
Not enough if she took that ball home.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Because, I'm sorry, kids should always get those balls, number one. Unless it's a $1 million fucking Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire home run contest ball or something where you're going to make a gazillion dollars, you better give that ball to a child or accept if you don't get it, you weirdo.
Okay, this is what the article is saying. People that were interviewed for it, like psychologists, were saying, it seems that part of the resentment is rooted in that generational resentment and the effects that older people feeling entitled and greedy have on younger generations.
You.
Okay.
You fucked everything up for these young people. They're not even going to be able to buy a house because of your boomer ass.
Selfish.
The greatest generation has some splaining to do, and so does the boomer generation, and so does my generation, because we fucked it up for all these poor kids, and now we want the baseballs too? Get out of here.
Insane. Let the kid have a baseball.
Like, we had retirement plans.
Right.
Like, these kids are fucking gonna have to Uber and DoorDash.
Oh my God. Right.
Give them the ball.
Give him the ball. What are you? It's just a child. Okay. If you want to say it, if you want to be like that, are you also the same lady who's not going to get up when there's an older person who needs a seat on a bus? If you're going to say, what are we? We're caught. They need to stand. We're coddling older people.
Because you're an old who needs who needs to give that child that ball.
What I hope the Phillies did is found that dad and son.
They gave him all kinds of shit.
Great.
Yeah, and it was a whole show.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that he had given her the ball.
Yeah.
I'm furious about that lady walked away thinking she won.
I would have taken it and thrown it and been like, now neither of us can have it.
Oh my God. I would give anything to watch Sarah in that interaction.
I just felt a little fire inside me.
Yeah. Yeah. Sarah
I wish that
came.
I could duplicate that intensity that I have for justice in those moments. And I'm at the exact right age where now I give no fucks as
You're
a
like, I'm
menopausal woman.
too, bitch.
Yes. Where I'm like, I will say the thing. So I will absolutely be the one that jumps in and be like, I don't think so. What are you, out of your fucking mind?
She's applying that same impulse selfishly instead of, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of standing up for herself,
see that.
she is
Well, you know what? That's
it.
like the same. It's like how, old people go in one of two directions. They get super nice and you love them, or they get crotchety and mean.
It's basically like
we
being
know where
drunk.
she's going.
Like,
yeah. Are you happy or are you
your
horrible?
true self.
Yeah, she became her true self and she's that, and it's gross.
Yeah. Well, if you take something off a kid, I hope karma is real. Well, I can't stand Karen, but I can stand Ritual, vitamins, and protein.
Well, you can stand it because they are vitamins that are scented and flavored with essential oils, so they don't make you feel sick and get that disgusting kind of aftertaste.
Yeah. Best in the biz, baby.
Yes. I know that there's probably no need for me to be taking a prenatal vitamin, but I happen to love having no reproductive organs or whatever, but I happen to love the smell of the orange, like that orange
You're in it
scent.
for the flavor.
And I really like it. So I take that, and I take my amazing Hyacera skin supplement. And I don't know what I would do without it living at this altitude.
And you know how, like, we're always talking about how awesome our brain candy brainiacs are? We have a brain candy brainiac who also works at the place where third-party testing goes on at the for the vitamins. And this ritual is third-party tested. And she was like, I love that you guys are supporting this because it's real and it's important and it matters. And I was like,
it matters so much.
Audience.
See, guys.
Telling you.
We've done the hard work for you.
Yes, look no further.
It's so hard to, like, search through the bullshit, and there's so much stuff out there. So we follow the science.
And if you are like me, always looking for protein, their protein is so tasty. It's vanilla. It's the essential protein. It's a daily shake, and it's pea protein.
Yes, pea protein or vegan.
And all I know is it's tasty and it does the job. So why not shake up your ritual? Get 25% off your first month of Ritual when you go to visit ritual.com/braincandy and add essential protein today. That's ritual.com/braincandy for 25% off your first month of whatever, multivitamin, symbiotic, gut health, hyacera, all that jazz.
Yes.
You know it.
Yes.
Okay. Last thing. Maybe. All right. I can't decide what to do. I'm going to go with a lot of universities are adjusting their rules about dorms to allow students pets.
I don't like it.
Why?
I don't.
Why?
Oh, sorry. I think our audio cut out for a second. You answered, or you were silently laughing.
No, I wasn't.
Because I think in the same way that there are elements of, so as a camp director and wellness coordinator at that camp, I recognize that there are like boundaries and parameters and expectations and rules that we put in place for camp so that kids can get the most from the situation, that we don't allow kids to come up with pets or cell phones or, whatever. Like, there's this structure that allows for them to get the most from this experience. That are pets wonderful things? Absolutely. They're so great. But if you want that experience, you're going to live off campus. That's not part of the college dorm experience. And it's going to change, because what that does is it then, anybody who has a pet knows this, and who has gone from maybe having a pet and then your pet passes away and all of a sudden you have this freedom where you're like, oh my God, I could do whatever I want. I could it feels like you could put yourself first. College is a time where I really think kids need to be, developmentally need to be putting themselves first. And I know that sounds, but that's what they need to do. That's to develop that sense of who they are. And I think that if you're going to get the most out of the dorm experience, that not having the distraction of something that is an added responsibility or something where you might put that in before, even if it's just like a social meetup or event or something like that, that will fundamentally change the experience that person has at college. We are not in any way saying you can't have a pet in college. I had a pet. I had a dog the entire time I was in college, but I lived off campus, and that was because I know that there are other people who maybe don't want that experience or are scared of dogs.
I do wonder how they handle barking or...
Not well, I guarantee you. And the people who are running those dorms are RNs who are like... Or not RNs, RAs who are students themselves. So it becomes too chaotic. And then when something is too difficult to create like boundaries and rules around like that, I think it's easier for... You wouldn't be able to show me the evidence for why this is so much better if they have the ability to live off campus, which sometimes off campus in the dorms is the difference of one block. Like, you want to live on there you go, stay in those apartments right there.
Yeah, so the argument is that pet companionship can help reduce stress, anxiety.
You can do all that, not in student housing. Look, I'm a bitch, but I'm sorry.
No, I totally agree.
I think this is not actually a good thing.
Like that lady that got the baseball, this is like what she is disgusted by.
Right. We need to be creating some parameters, limitations, so that they and the parent and the child both do not know. Well, they're not children; they're adults. The parent and it is the child of that parent or what the student are not aware of the ways that that kind of structure and those kind of rules actually help them get the most out of the college experience.
Yeah. I mean, there are different schools have different allowances now. Like MIT allows cats. And there's a school that allows the pet to live with them after the first semester. Some of them require that the pet has been in the family at least 6 months, blah, blah, blah. And isn't venomous or aggressive.
Yeah, see, those kind of things, then it becomes like we're checking all those rules and all that. It's like too much. Just focus. Just go off campus. It's right there. Why? Why do you have to be on? Why?
Yeah. And also,
you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't, if you want to stay there, like, I can't with that. Mm-hmm. These are also pets, not emotional support animals or
seeing
we're not
like
talking that. She clearly said pets. So this is where I'm like, no, we don't. This is not something I think everybody it could reduce anxiety. We don't need to be reducing anxiety. You know what people need to do? Learn how to manage their anxiety without a pet. Because the reality is you're going to have to do things like go to the grocery store and go to the movies, and you can't bring your pet. So I need you to get good at sitting in a business meeting, feeling that anxiety and working through it. Do the schools need me to come in? I'll lecture. I'll give them a whole sit down talking to about this.
I really
God, that would be the fucking best. I would love that job. All right, listen up, kids. Here are the rules. Like I love laying down some rules.
Well,
nobody loves the rules more than me.
Be cruel to be kind.
Yeah. Yes. You know what? I am very strict. I had to kick kids out of camp. I am a letter of the law, and like we are going to absolutely follow those rules. They are very important. And what I get from that is kids who can trust me, who know that I'll be consistent.
Yeah.
And that is something that I think kids really need. And you're still a kid when you're 18, 19, 20, especially now.
Yeah,
and they will keep being a child if you don't let them learn how to manage that anxiety. Or don't, and, we'll just keep running BetterHelp ads and getting me more clients. I don't care. Whatever.
Oh, I meant to do this at the beginning, but so let me see if it's on here. No. I put it away. But all right, I'll summarize. So way back in the day, this was like when Brain Candy first started. For some reason, we're talking about Google searches that began with how to kill. There was an article about like if you put in how to kill, and then Google would like finish the sentence and like what that list looks like. And one of the things that Google would finish it with was time, how to kill time. And evidently in that episode, which we should find the clip really, you had said someone should write a book about that. And so a Brainiac did.
Oh my God. I love this so fucking much.
It's How to Kill Time Other Than Scrolling on Your Phone by Renee Ross. Brainiac extraordinaire.
Renee.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
See, I'm just an idea factory. I have zero execution, but damn do I have.
And the book is dedicated to us.
Oh my God! Okay, listen. I don't know. I know, you know, like some religions, like you get like points in the afterlife or like stuff like that. This feels like that. This feels like somehow like we just like leveled up in the afterlife because we're in a dedication page in the book.
For sure. Yes,
oh my heart is exploding.
Here's what it says. For Susie and Sarah Louise, who inspire others to stay curious, to live life to its fullest, to learn, to laugh, and to grow. I know.
I am speechless. My heart is exploding.
We've arrived.
My heart is exploding. I don't know what to do with these emotions.
And this is because Sarah said someone should write a book about that.
Oh my God. And what a great book. I can't wait to read it. I'm going to go on Amazon and buy it right now.
You know you have
is
a
it
copy.
available?
I'm sending it to you. She sent you one.
I want to support her.
She sent you one, and it is adorable, and there are great ideas on how to kill time in here. You will love it. It's really special and heartwarming and all the things that Brain Candy is in that book.
I love it so much.
How much do we feel gratified?
We have the best listeners. We have the best podcast to get.
I knew you would be so happy. I'm so sad that I waited so long, but we'll make a clip. Renee. What a joy. And we'll put the, like you could buy it. I'll put it in the show notes.
That's
the link
amazing.
to buy it.
Amazing. I love it.
I mean, we are so lucky that we get to do this, and it is really fun to, after 10 years, see like things go full circle like that.
Yes.
It's really fun.
That's super cool.
You can always go to thebraincandypodcast.com for any of our partner codes or any info that you want, or sign up for our newsletter, which is a hoot and holler. It only goes out once a week. No spam. Don't worry.
No.
And check out patreon.com/braincandy if you're more into the reality TV side of things.
Yes.
And we love you. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.